Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. And we get together here on Wednesday evenings in search of 3870. And I'm still trying to do that. Did a little work this week trying to get myself a little bit closer than a little bit below 3870, as I often am. A lot of vacuum tube radios are heard here, and buy-sell trades are welcome if they're vintage radio related. If you're on a modern radio and you're interested in what we're doing, you're welcome, and we only ask that people keep it in mind that those of us that are operating radios from the 50s and 60s may not have everything exactly right. I'm looking at a frequency counter, and I have to give myself about 15 watts of carrier in order to be able to get the counter to read. So if you hear a little carrier on my frequency, that's how that occurred. This is a cheap and easy SSB from QST 1956, built by KG7TR in the year 2012. And it's a beautiful piece of equipment. I hope it sounds as good as it looks. I'm going to call 5 or 6 people that I know are here. Then I'll give it to Jay. Then I'll give it to Rusty. And if you don't get picked up, even though you were early, let us know you're here, and we'll try and get that corrected. Anybody need this frequency for any emergency use before we have the net? Hearing nothing. How about John, KF5RZN? John, you still there somewhere? K5LYN.
Yeah, K5LYN and KF5RZN. Good evening time to everybody. We're running the usual TS830, MC60 mic, pushing a single 500-Z tube, about 600-700 watts on the inverted V. It's a beautiful day here around Canyon Lake. We did get some rain this morning. That squall came through, but all my antennas survived, thankfully. We're still working, thankfully. Our business hasn't closed yet, and we're still kicking, really busy for the summer. We're saying a prayer for my mother. She is in the hospital. Should find out some results on this COVID thing on Friday. Of course, they won't let any of us in there to see her, but she is elderly and got a pacemaker and a diabetic, so we're saying a prayer for her. Anyway, I appreciate it. Back to net, KF5RZN.
John, I'm very sorry to hear that. We're living in very, very scary times, and the worst is still ahead of us. We're at 60,000, as you know, already, in only a couple of months, and more states opening is going to be scary. But hang in there and keep us posted. All right, WW9W. Robert, how about it? K5LYN.
All righty, K5LYN. From WW9W up here in Allen. Good evening to you, Lynn. And our prayers go out to the previous, I believe it was John, his mother there. Man, that's sad, you know, but my God. Anyway, running the KWM2 using the 444, Shure 444 microphone, and the amplifiers, the 30L1 round emblem, meatball, or whatever you want to call it. And the antenna, of course, the old trusty double bazooka, coaxial Ultimax 8040. That's what's going on. Don't have much else. Been laying low myself. I haven't been to the store in 3.5 weeks. I'll be headed back tomorrow. Test the water anyway. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, and I'm not happy with the surrounding, HRO will probably be history for me because I refuse to expose myself and take a chance. I beat a bout of cancer about 13 years ago, and I don't need this. Anyway, that's about it, Lynn. Appreciate you running the net, my friend, as always. Don't know when we're going to get to see each other again, but hopefully it'll be soon. K5LYN, WW9W.
Wonderful signal, Robert. The Collins is doing a great job this evening. And we will look forward to seeing you again one of these days. All right. How about my neighbor, TXW? What do you say, George?
Hello, and all around the net from WB5TXW in Austin. John RZN, prayers for your mom there. I hope good things. Anyway, I'm on the columns 32S175-0330-01, sure 444, 75-meter antenna, all the usual stuff. And it hasn't blown up yet, so I guess things are working good. Over.
Yeah, sounded great. Any new projects on your end?
Just the usual stuff, getting up every day and going for an hour or an hour and a half now of walking. I figure there's a 50-50 chance anybody can get this virus. And if you're not in good shape, you're going to croak. WB5TXW back to that.
Yeah, we're doing the hour walk also in the neighborhood, as lots of us are. It's a busy place these days. Okay, I'm going to talk to W5XU and K5LBR, then I'm going to give it to Jay there. So W5XU, how about it, David? K5LYN.
K5LYN, W5XU. Well, good evening to everybody on the net. It's nice to be able to hear everybody. It's a little noisy here. Had a lot of rain this morning about 7 o'clock. Had about, I'm guessing maybe an inch and a half of rain. Filled up the pond, but it's beautiful outside right now. It's cool, sunshine, and it's very pleasant. I opened up the barn to go do some work in the shop, and the cat followed me. We have a wild cat that lives around the house, and she doesn't want to come out of the barn, so I just locked the door and left her there. Using the Drake C-Line R4C T4XC L4B, running about 500 watts, key down to a 80-meter dipole. Everybody sounds good. God bless you all. Keep safe. Keep distant. Talk to you next week. Thank you, Lynn. W5XU.
Okay, David. Hey, tomorrow morning I'm going to send you another picture of a different-looking soup can that Rusty sent me. I think it's a soup can anyway, but it's different than the one that's in mine. So we'll keep this thing going. Good to hear you. Nice signal into Austin. Anything else on your end this evening, David? Over.
Is it a different color than the silver?
No, it's silver, but it's right up to the front panel. It's mounted differently.
Oh, really? I've never seen one like that. See if you can get the serial number.
Okay, I'll get with Rusty and we'll check that out, but I'll send you the picture in the morning. All right, moving on. K5LBR. How about it, Ken? K5LYN.
Okay, landed K5LBR. Earlier when I called you, I had a bunch of cameras. I guess I was on frequency and probably didn't notice, so all the power goes into the 5 pounds. So, anyway, name here is Ken. I'm the East Hard. Been in here much lately. I'm on my regular cheap and easy. Transmitter, barefoot, running a 100 watts 1625. It is not built on a Mark 5 chassis like KJ7 TR did. I also listen on my cheap and easy receiver. It's not on a Mark 5 chassis either, but it's pretty close to KG7 TR's circuit. Anyway, controlling the transmitter, so I hope I'm on frequency.
Okay, Ken. Straighten my memory out. Did you do a homebrew transceiver about 10 or 15 years ago?
Yes, I did. I'm looking at it right now. It's on a shelf. I haven't used it in probably 10 years.
Okay. See, I'm remembering correctly. That's the trouble with that was the FT241 crystals are so unstable. But anyway, congratulations on that rig, Ken. Did you build it from scratch or did you acquire one already?
Well, I'm on now. I built it from scratch. On the jump box.
Okay, nicely done. All right, this is the only time you'll hear two cheap and easy SSBs in the entire world on at the same time. Amazing. Nice work, Ken. All right, okay, Mr. J, next person on my list was N5DAR, but your list may not look that. KM5QS, K5LYN.
Okay, Lynn. Well, I can pick that up. That's not a problem. This is Jay, KM5QS. I'm on a set of Kenwood twins this evening. I'm showing to be about 10 hertz high right now. I'll bring it down in a minute, but it's not drifting too fast tonight. So anyway, let me see. Homebrew antenna, electric voice antenna, all that kind of good stuff. DAR. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, guys, I'm on the old 520 sugar. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I finally fired her back up again. With the 664, I don't know what kind of signal I'm putting out and what the audio sounds like, but I'm here anyway. Good evening to everyone.
Okay, you caught me trying to adjust. Oh, you're sounding fine down here. No problem. I'm hearing you good. You sound like a Kenwood. Anything else?
No, that's it, man. I brought it out here and just fired it up and see if it was still working or not, and I guess it still is. So, and you caught me by surprise too. All right, you can carry on, Jay, and everybody. Say good evening to everybody. I just thought I'd see if this thing's still working. I guess it do. Catch you later on. Have a great evening. N5DAR, Sanger, Texas.
All right, that'll work. Thanks for checking in. All right, K0SCD. How about you, Steve?
Well, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors. K0SCD, behind the pine curtain in Tyler. Starts out with an MC50, a TS520, a 3001, and a wire up about 40-odd feet. And that's about it. Little storm through here last night, but one beautiful day. Back to you, Jay. K0SCD.
All right. Good deal, Steve. Always sound great. Let me see here. I'm going to skip Matt because he's eating supper. But KE5Q, Jim up there.
Yeah, KM5QS. This is KE5Q, about 3 miles from Roberts, WW9W. And that KWM2 was sounding good. I'm on the, this is Jim in Plano. I'm on the T4XB, R4B, into the O4B, into that same antenna that seems to be so popular, the Ultimax 8040 double bazooka. And we were using the Shure 444. Nothing to buy, sell, or trade, and just good to hear everybody on the net tonight, and it sure is good to hear the band in such great shape. We did storms roll through here about 11:15 last night. We only got 36/100ths of an inch, and luckily no damage, and boy, the wind was really strong. KM5QS in the net. KE5Q Plano.
Okay, Jim, good deal. Sounding great, as usual. Let's see, moving right along. KA5CXG. How about you, Bob?
Okay, Jay. KA5CXG. Low power. 100 watts. On the 765 tonight. I've been working on it all week, and I can tell you guys one thing. I've taken the top off and the bottom off several times, turned it right side up, upside down, right side up, and upside down, trying to find the problem. I finally found it. But that damn thing is a boat anchor. Believe me, that's what it is. It's a boat anchor. And other than that, we're doing good out here. Glad to hear things are beginning to pick up a little bit. Get some businesses open. I haven't had a haircut in a long time, and it's beginning to look that way. But other than that, doing real good. I'll be back on one of my 820s or 520s or something next week. But I just got through with the 765 last night, and I was out running around this afternoon, so I didn't get a chance to switch the radios. Everybody have a good week. Catch y'all next week. Hello to George and Austin and everybody else I know. K560.
Okay, Bob. Good deal. Yeah, they are big and heavy. That's for sure. All righty, Bob. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you next week, or if we don't talk to you sooner. Let me see. Let me get a hold of Gerald here. KC6, Charlie, Nancy.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, and the boat anchor net. Thanks for taking my check and checking in only my second time onto this net. Using a Kenwood recently rebuilt TS530 SP and using an MC50 microphone with a TL922 amplifier, running only about 700 watts to a double bazooka inverted V. And just redid this whole week, this month we've been locked down. I was redoing the 530. Not much other than that going on. I'm going to be selling my Drake station in a 520S for parts only on the 520S. But if anyone's interested, they can get a hold of me later. I'm good on QRZ. Back to you, Jay, and the net KC6CNN.
Oh, okay, Gerald. Well, that 530 sounds great. Those are great radios, and if I remember right, I think you said that was an SP. That's the later model. And anyway, that's you did a good job. It sounded really nice, and it will sure look pretty sitting next to a set of 599D.
Yes, sir. I'll see you on Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. I appreciate that. I'll be here. Not sure what I'll be doing, but I'll be here. Thank you, Gerald. Thanks for checking in. Let's see. Danny, Kilo Echo 5, Zulu Sierra.
Yeah, hello, Jay and the Boat Anchors Net. Kilowatt Echo 5, Zulu Sierra. Name's Danny. I'm northeast of San Antonio a little bit. Running a Kenwood 830, a Shure 444 mic, and an inverted B, about 30 feet. And that's about all there is to it. But glad to get on there and really enjoyed listening to everybody. Go ahead there, Jay. KE5Z.
Okay, Danny. We'll see. It's good to hear from you. We'll see you again. Hopefully we'll be able to see people in October or so. I'm not quite as pessimistic about this whole deal as a lot of people are. Now, I know before you say something, yes, it's dangerous. Yes, I am an at-risk person, but I don't believe it's as bad as people are afraid that it is. I think a little common sense, a little willpower will go a long way. We are over the hump. The rates are beginning to go down. That's why things are going to open back up. As heartless as it may sound, we need to open back up. What good is it going to do for everybody to be safe when the economy is crashed and you can't buy food, you don't have a job, and no prospects of getting one because everything has gone away? We can't let that happen. The crash would be worse than the virus. Really, it would, psychologically, among a lot of other ways. So keep your prayer chains going. Stay safe. Just use some common sense. Don't put yourself at risk, but get your job done. And John, all the prayers and good wishes towards your mom. I'm sure everybody else out here is feeling the same way. They are coming up with new stuff every day. So keep a good thought. We will too. With that, Rusty, I'm going to let you take a turn. KM5QS.
KM5QS, WK5R. Thank you, Jay. Well, good evening, everybody. That's Call Whiskey Kilowatt 5 Radio. I'm on the usual Hallicrafters HG37. And the microphone is a WRL World Radio Lounge Soundbox SP44 microphone. And I'm driving the homebrew GS35B amplifier through the homebrew tuner, through the homebrew fan dipole at about half mast. Still haven't had a chance to get it back up. Too much wind. I do have a little bit of listing before I get to some more calls. I have 3 rigs that I can list on here. One of them is a solid state rig, but it will soon be a boat anchor. It is a 107M complete station. It does have a few issues, but it does work. has a little bit of distortion on the peaks on the transmit audio. There's one lever switch missing, and some of the switches need cleaning to get them back working. The rig is operative. I have the transceiver, which is good cosmetic shape. The only other thing missing is the silver thing on the VFO knob, a little inset. I have the rig, the transceiver. I have the Yaesu FP107E, the outboard speaker and power supply. I have the FTV107R, the transverter. I only have the 6-meter module in it. You can put 2-meter or 440 modules in it, but there's a certain way you have to do that. You can only have modules at a time. The Yaesu FC107 tuner, it's a 250-watt tuner. It's all good. I'm looking for about $300 or best offer on that. And I guess it would have to either be picked up or shipped. I'd rather it be picked up because it might cost a little bit to ship it. I have a Drake TR4CW. Great cosmetic condition. It's a fixer-upper. It looks great. It does come on and everything. I have a AC 3 power supply rebuilt with one of my kits to go with it. It also looks good. It's low receive and no output right now, but I feel like it's probably something fairly simple, but I haven't figured it out yet. That one I would probably, for the radio and the power supply, $135 are best offer. And I still have the Drake TR3 parts rig we were speaking about earlier. That's going to be a make an offer deal for Lynn and David. Mentioned the serial number is 12874. Doesn't have an underline and there's an A by that. I don't know what the A means. That's what it is. 12874 with an A over there. All right. And my phone number is 903-873-3135. And 903-873-3135. And I'm good on QRZ under my call with Kilowatt 5 radio. I hope everybody heard that. Now I'll open it up for anybody wanting to check in now on the Boatanchors Unlimited net. Come now.
WB5RON Whiskey Oscar Zulu.
Okay, I got two there.
Uniform.
WB5RON. Go ahead, Ron.
Yes, sir. I'm located north of Shawnee, Oklahoma, about 10 miles, and 32 miles east of Oklahoma City, little Hallicrafters, and I'm on a Swan 500CX with a D104 microphone into an antenna works double bazooka. How copy?
I copy it just fine there, Ron. Doing a fine job on it.
Yeah, we may be a little different in frequency, aren't we?
Yeah, I think I have shifted this a little bit. That ought to be better. Yeah, I drifted just a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah, I moved on to you, I thought. How you copy?
Yeah, you're fine. You're on me.
Okay. Is this Lynn?
This is Rusty.
Okay, Rusty. And you're located?
Northeast Texas, halfway between Dallas and Tyler.
Okay, sounding good. Yeah, I'm probably, I'm running barefoot about 325 out of the Swan 500.
Roger. Well, the 325 watts is enough. I'm running about 750 watts is what I'm running right now. Anything else for that, Ron?
No, that's about it. God is good, and enjoy the classic of the net. I'm a classic person. I have two old classic cars. I'm just 75 years old. I'll be clear. WB5RON Ron.
Okay, thank you for checking in there, Ron. Okay, going down to Houston, Mr. K8WOZ. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, good evening, Rusty, and everyone else on the boat anchors. This is Dan in downtown Houston, just running a Kenwood TS530, but I'm driving I'll call it a homebrew single 4CX 600J. But this amplifier in a previous life was before I modified it was a Clipperton V, built in 1979, which is just a little bit, just right around the time that we first moved to Texas. So it took about the only thing that really saved on it was the power supply. But my God, this thing puts out about 650 watts. It'll do more than that if I drive it harder, but no sense in that. Anyway, I agree with Jay that there's way too much negative information on this net tonight about this virus. I believe there is more good news today than there is bad news by a long shot if you pay attention to what the real facts are. So I think people ought to reconsider placing themselves in that position of being a victim, instead focus more on what positive things have come along here now. Anyway, that's it from here. Rusty, thanks very much. You're sounding good tonight, KWOZ.
Thank you, Dan. Sounding good down there. Okay, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
N5OJB will just jump in there for the fun of it.
Whiskey Alpha 5 Golf Foxtrot.
Okay.
Hotel Papa Golf.
Get them all this time. N5OJB. Go ahead, Denver.
Okay, well, I'm not on a boat anchor, but I do want to get in for the fun of it and tell Dan that I do know about that Clipperton 5 or Clipperton V. That originally was a 2-meter amplifier. N5OJB, because I owned one of them. And but I'm running my 7300 tonight, and my inverted fan dipole, inverted V fan dipole, and the only boat anchor I got on is an NCL 2000 national amplifier. So, but back to you, Rusty.
Okay, Denver. Appreciate you checking in there. All right, I'm going to throw it out there again because I didn't pick up enough to get who was there. I'm going to try it again. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilowatt 5, Papa Tango.
November 0, Victor Charlie Uniform.
November 0, Victor Charlie Uniform. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Rusty. Good morning. Good evening, Rusty. Good evening to the Boat Anchor Net. This is November 0, Victor Charlie Uniform. Rusty, you've got Perry in there, KD0UOZ, trying to check in on some of that green stuff, I'm sure. Tonight, Rusty, I'm on my new radio, TS530S, and I'm driving a Clipperton MLA 2500, a Dentron MLA 2500, going through my Dentron MT 3000A into my resonant inverted V. Also using a Swan WM3000 watt meter. So that's the station here tonight. Thanks for picking me up, Rusty. And that 500CX was sounding good. I love those old Swans. And back to you, Rusty, from N0 VCU. Good evening.
Okay, yeah. Everything you got there sounds great. 530 and MLA 2500 and all that. So, okay, let's see here. Hello.
Oh, man, come back here. Hello.
Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. Perry. AB0UOZ, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Rusty. To start with, what copy?
I copy you fine. Go ahead.
Okay, boy, it's hard to get over your neighbors. I know the guys down there checking in, and that's fine. You know, it's just the way it goes. I appreciate Steve relaying me in. Rusty, tonight we're on the 104, the SB 104A, the Heathkit solid state rig. And we got all the pieces lined up, so we're taking up about 6 feet of real estate. here on the shelf, you know, with the, the speaker and the VFO and the station console, the station monitor, the scope, and also I'm using the SC230 Jetro tube amplifier with the original tube. So, looking up here at my meter, we're hitting right at 500 watts. So that's probably about what the amplifier is good for. And of course, we're running through Heathkit 2060 tuner and a Shure 450 microphone at the 450 ohm ladder line to a inverted 137 feet of wire in the inverted V. So that's kind of the story here. Anyway, boy, signals are pretty good tonight, man. Last night couldn't hear you so faint on here, but good enough here tonight for having a good net, because I'm hearing everything. Rusty, thanks for being here. Good evening all the way around, KP. They're on you all the time.
All right, Barry, the 104 is sounding good there. Hello. There we go. Okay. All right, anyway. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilowatt 5, Papa, Tango. W5OMR.
Okay, I got two there. The one with Papa Tango on the end of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty. This is Kilowatt 5, Papa Tango, Gil in San Marcos. Copying everybody fairly well. The story here, I'm just running a little Swan 270 Bravo into a Collins 30L1 Shure 444 microphone, inverted V up about 40 feet or so, and that's about all there is over here right now. So copying everybody fairly well. I hope everybody's hearing me okay. So back to you, Rusty. K5 PTT.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I think you said the Swan 270. It's doing its thing. Sounds great. Okay, W5OMR. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, hello, Rusty, and everybody on the net, W5OMR. Let me turn that echo off. Sorry about that. I'm listening to the SDR, and my name is Jeff. My call is Whiskey 5 Oscar Mac Romeo. I'm in Splendora, Texas, down here about 35 miles northeast of Houston. I've been working on the microphone, getting my RD20, but seems like every time I try to solder something, two other things come unsoldered, and I'm not that bad of a solderer, so I don't know what in the world's going on. Just having a bad day in Black Rock, I guess. Talking on the Kenwood TS2000 with an MC60 microphone and driving that into an old Boat Anchor Drake L7 amplifier. There are 3500Zs running about 800 watts, thereabouts. And feeding that into an old Boat Anchor SA2060 Heathkit tuner. And that's feeding about 60 lines, 60 feet of open wire line. And it's driving a full wave delta loop here on 75 meters. It's not in a vertical plane, but it's not horizontal either. It's at a 45-degree angle. And it does a pretty good job. Anyway, that's about it from here, Rusty. I don't have anything else. Good to hear all the boat anchors on here. I've been talking on the phone and soldering and doing all kinds of things here while y'all been carrying on. WK5R and all the boat anchors from W5OMR in Splendora.
All right, Jeff. Appreciate you checking in there. And look for you next time. Okay, let's pick some more out of there. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come out.
MTT.
Double. Come again?
Tango.
5 GFO.
WA5, was that Golf Foxtrot Oscar?
QSL.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, gosh, Rusty, a lot of Drake stuff on tonight. I'm in need. I need a Drake TR7 parts radio, as long as it has the power amp portion in it, I guess. And that's my want.
I want to say hello to Bob, CMC down there. And I'm running a Swan up here, a 700CX with a WN3000 watt meter and a Heathkit 2068 tuner to a inverted B 60 feet, and that's about it. And good to hear all the boat anchors on tonight. WK5R, WA5GFO.
Okay, the Swan 700 is sounding good there. I don't think we stay on frequency. There we go. That's a little better. Maybe. Anyway, appreciate you checking in there. Okay, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
MCT.
Was that you, Mike?
Yeah, Rusty, it's Mike.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everybody. It's Mike in Round Rock. Tonight we're on the Rockwell Collins KWM 380, driving Transworld 1000. The microphone is Electro Voice 674. And that's about the extent of the hardware here tonight. So far, I haven't been that affected by the lockdown, since our company is a critical power manufacturing and service company. Except for doing a split shift, we've been pretty much business as usual. In fact, as it's on the 11th, we'll have pretty much everybody back in the facility. So we're a small company, less than 100 people. But anyway, glad to see the numbers coming down, and I hope most of you out there weren't all that adversely affected by it. Back to you, Rusty, WA5MT2.
Okay, Mike, you sounded good when you started, but then you started to break up just a little bit there. I don't know what was going on, but anyway, you might check that out. I don't know, that could be a microphone cord anyway. Appreciate you checking in, Colin. Stuff sounds good there. Okay, I'm going to take one more shot, and then I'm going to turn it back down to Lynn. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
DIR recheck.
Okay, who was the recheck?
November 5 Delta Alpha Romeo.
Hey, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was on the 520 sugar and all the other stuff on there earlier. I come back in the house. I forgot to mention I'm still looking for a 6-meter transverter for the 520 sugar station, the 520 station. I have the 2-meter and all the other stuff, but I'm still looking for a 6-meter. If somebody has one or knows where I can find one, I'd appreciate it if somebody let me know. I'm good on QRZ and all that, and that's all I have. I'm back in the house on the Anon, and thank you very much.
Okay, Mike. Appreciate it there. Okay, K5LRX. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Rusty, thank you kindly. I appreciate it. I'm on the Kenwood twins, having a good time with those, and they sure look pretty. You know, sitting here on the rack with all of this stuff, and it's going into an LK550 3-500Zs, about, I don't know what it's doing it. I don't know, maybe 1300, 1400, something like that. Mic is a good old 444, and the antenna is a dual band double bazooka with a Palstar tuner. So it's pretty standard stuff, and I sure do have fun with it. I bought these twins from Jay, and I'm delighted with my purchase. So there you go. Happy as a little girl, as they say. And I tend to agree. It's a damn shame that we shut our country down. And here's Obama out playing golf, right? His wife is doing this BS about you should be all locked down. 2 days later, he's out playing golf at his private country club. So I guess it's liberals get the way they want to see the world, and it's do as I do, not as I say, right? That's for the liberals. Anyhow. The window for free stuff is still open here in Austin, so you get plenty of free stuff still in Austin. Okay, you guys, have a good one, and we'll look forward to rational days. This is K5LRX, over off and clear. Hey, Rusty, can I talk to Jack for a second?
Hey, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, Jack, can you hear me all right? Sure, absolutely, Jay. How you doing? Oh, pretty good. Yeah, this is the cousin to the set you got. And I thank you for mentioning last couple of weeks ago about using the transmitter VSO. After you give it plenty of time to warm up, it is more stable than the receiver. That's what I'm doing right now, and it's been working great all evening. But you sure do make those things sound good.
I think they're great sleepers. You know, I really think they're little sleepers, and I'm sure glad I have them. They're part of my treasured collection. So thank you kindly for making them available to me, Jay. And do I understand that you're thinking about selling yours?
No, I have a third set that I went through and fixed up for Gerald down in the valley, and so we're gonna have 3 of them on there.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I was thinking to myself, well, son of a gun, you must be getting something better, because I think these are pretty good little vintage pairs. So I thank you again for making them available to me, and they work just like a hose. K5LRX is all over, off and clear.
Okay. Good evening, Jack. Thank you. Okay, Rusty, back to you, KM5QS.
Okay, Jack. All right. We'll make one more call, then I'm going to ship it down to Lynn. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo Golf 5 Bravo Zulu.
Bravo Zulu. Go ahead.
Yeah, on a Swan tonight, Swan 700 CX. Hello, everybody. Back to net.
All right, 700 CX sounds good there. Okay, appreciate you sticking in. Okay, here she comes, Lynn. K5LYN, WK5R.
All right, am I on the air, Rusty?
Yeah, you're on the air. Go ahead.
All right, K5LYN returning. There's some people that were here earlier. We never called them. Let's see if they're still hanging out. How about W5TS? Scott, are you here? Well, we lost Scott. How about W5TLJ? Terry? How about KC6CNN? How about W5TF? Oh,
CNN
well, they were not sufficiently assertive to remind us that they were still there. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors? K5LYN on the cheap and easy SSB. Calling and listening?
I have returned KK5DR.
Okay, there were several. Matt, I got you. DR, pick it up.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is Kilo 5 Delta Radio, and checking in late on the net here because I was eating my scrumptious dinner and enjoying myself. And now I'm here on my Yaesu FT1000D, doing about 250 watts out into the double ZEP antenna at 60 feet off the ground. And that's how it's going on down here on the Fat Chicken Ranch, just outside of Page, Texas.
Sounding great, Matt. Anything else for the net this evening?
Nope, that's pretty much it. I'm off tomorrow, so got to go back to work Friday. So at least I'm working half a schedule, but getting paid full 40, so fortunate. KK5DR.
All right, have a good one. Okay, who were the ones that checked in at the same time KK5DR did? Let's hear you guys again.
Kilo 5, Lima Tango.
K5LT, yes sir, talk to us.
Good evening, Lynn. Everybody else on the net. This is Lyle, Lima Yankee Lima Echo, and just outside of Bernie, Texas. And doing good. It's about another week of working out of the house, and so not looking forward to going back in the office whenever that day comes around. So I think I'm still good for another month or so before they let us go back in the building. So we'll have to figure out how to iron a shirt again. But anyhow, tonight we're running the Heathkit equipment. Got the SB101 running, going into the Heathkit SB221 amplifier through a Heathkit tuner out to a double extended ZEP antenna. We're running through the cedar trees. And so everybody sounding good tonight. So back to you, Lynn. K5LT.
Sounds great.
Oh, yeah, sounds really good. Nice signal into Austin. Okay, who else is out there? K5LYN calling and listening?
BTM.
BTM, Ralph.
Hey there, Lynn. Let me see here if I need to add a little gain in here. Hang on a second. Hello. Okay, that's a little better. Anyway,
This is N5BTM, and we're not on a boat anchor tonight, but anyway, the 3870 was the setup, and so we're trying out an amplifier, and what you hear is what you get tonight. Anyway, 765, new homebrew, going through a Drake MN 2700, and about 600 watts or so. So that's the story tonight, Sam. Back to you, K5LYN, N5BTM.
As usual, a great signal. Good to hear you. All right, who else for the net? I'm listening.
Alpha Delta Charlie.
Okay, ADC, talk to us. Is that the B&W?
I'm not, I don't think I'll ever buy one of those. This is a GSB 100 and a Drake 2B, a UL4 mic, and a 301M.
Well, you know, I was thinking that B&W and Gonset were about the same, but I got them mixed up in my head. Rick?
Yeah, they're, from what I've read, the B&W is a booger.
I had one with the 5100. Actually, it was pretty good.
What was it like to work on?
Well, not too good. Not too good. I also had a 6100, believe it or not.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I tell you what. You know, I've looked at, I've got a Hallicrafters SX101 Mark III that I'm working on now. I'm trying to get all the bugs, receiver bugs ironed out of it. And the problem is that with comparing the GSB 100 to that, it looks like I built the GSB 100.
Now tell me that again.
I said the quality of workmanship and the Hallicrafters is much better than the GSB 100.
Okay, well, yeah, and of course down the road a piece, Gonset kind of lost it, you know. But maybe your GSB 100, maybe that was the high point, really.
Yeah, well, this one, what are these? About 1960, something like that?
Oh, very late 50s.
Okay, and just about the same year as the Hallicrafters.
Yeah, I think so. The SX101A came after what you built, I think.
Well, this is a better looking radio than the 101A, in my opinion.
Okay, does it have product detector? I forgot.
Yeah, this is the one that they went to the cheap plastic knobs a little later on in the SX101 line.
Okay, all right, well, keep us posted on that project.
Oh, it's a project, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. Hallicrafters, you know, Drake was building these really neat small receivers, and Hallicrafters never did get on the track.
Well, yeah, the Drake is a much better receiver. It really is, just judging from what I've seen so far.
Well, you know, I've got the 115, and it's not worth much.
Okay.
What else is new on your end, Rick?
Not much. Just I'm considering the matching transmitter that went with this, so I may really be a glutton for punishment.
Well, are you talking about the 37 or the 32?
The 32.
I sure would go the 37 because some of the filters in the 32s have begun to fail.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, whereas the phasing will always work.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, anything else for the net this evening?
No, you sound good as usual, and 7-3.
All right, great to hear you. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to remind Rick on the HT37 or the HT32, the first thing to do, if it hadn't been done already, is solid state the rectifiers.
That's right.
Oh, I hope it works out better than the GSB 100.
Yeah, if you don't solid state those, Rick, the power transformer will burn up, and it's the 5-volt filament windings that plays out.
Oh, that's the same thing with the GSB 100, and I just took the solid state out.
Okay, works fine on the Hallicrafters. I've done a lot of them.
Okay, well, I put a fan in this one on the power transformer.
Okay, all right, good enough. All right, let me see if anybody else wants to talk to me before I give it to Jay, and we'll go around the table one more time. K5LYN.
Edward, David X-Ray.
Byron, talk to us. Go ahead, Byron.
Okay, Lynn. And the rest of the net is WA5EDX, Bluffdale, Texas. Tonight I am running back on Kenwood. On Kenwood 820S, I guess one of my favorite rigs. And running a pair of shoes tonight for kind of a rarity. Running into an old Hammerland HXL1, which y'all may not be familiar with too much. It has 4811As in it, so probably only pushing about 300 or 400 watts out. Not doing too much, but it's a little better than running barefoot. All that's running up into a inverted V up by 35 feet and talking on an MC50 mic. Just enjoying a beautiful day here in Bluffdale. A little bit cooler weather after that semi-cold front came through. We didn't get any rain out of it really, maybe a tenth of an inch. All the rain kind of went around us. So, or went to East Texas like it always does. So, but at least we didn't, no tornadoes, no storms, no hail, so I'm happy. Thanks for calling in, Lynn and Rusty. Back down there to Austin, K5LYN in the net, WA5EDX.
Okay, Byron, great to hear you. All right, I've been going a long time here. Jay, you want to take a round? What about it? KM5QS, K5LYN.
All righty. Yeah, I think I caught up with the frequency for the time being anyway. So, all right. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited that we haven't talked to yet, or that we missed, or we're not ignoring you on purpose? Whoever needs to check in, come on down.
Kilo Charlie 5.
KC5, say again.
Kilo Charlie 5, Lima.
Yeah, it's Tom, KC5L.
Oh, okay. I was listening for more letters. Sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Jay. The Boat Anchor Set. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And we're on the usual site. We're talking about the Central Electronics 200V. And that's running barefoot into an open wire line fed inverted V up about 15 feet. Microphone is a D104, and we're listening on an R398. And that's about all I have, Jay. So back to you, KM5QS, KC5L.
Over. Yeah, okay. I was messing with the receiver. Okay, Tom. Yeah, it's a little late this evening, but or it's either that or static crashes I've just started getting from somewhere. But good to hear you. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
N5SN.
N5SN? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Ron in Pleasanton, running TS-830 into a 420 10-tech, 9 Viking tuner, and a 80-meter loop up about 30 feet. That's the story here.
My goodness, Pleasanton. You're just up the road from me about 100 miles or so, but sounding great.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for picking me up, and start to get in here a little bit more regular. Now I've got the station going again. Thanks a lot, 73, N5SM.
Okay, good to hear you, Ron. Come on back. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now, please.
Kilo 5 Delta, Juliet, November.
Go ahead, sir.
This is Doug here in Cypress, northwest of Houston. This is the first time I checked in, but I'm on an old Heathkit SB102 that I've had since I was back in the early 80s. And I'm running a little dipole in the backyard. Not too strong, but you guys are definitely sounding pretty good tonight there, over.
Well, you're better than 10 over down here. Of course, these 599 twins I'm running have a little bitty S meter on them, so I usually don't give signal reports. I just say good, bad, or indifferent, and you're doing real well right now.
I appreciate that. I just heard you guys out there and talk about old boat anchors, and I have one here just fired up. It's better back, so I just want to say hello, and you guys have a good evening. 73, be safe out there. K5, DJ here.
Okay, Doug, come on back. Everybody's welcome, and we enjoy hearing every one of y'all, so thank you, sir, for checking in. Who's next on the Boat Anchors Unlimited?
Real quick, Jay.
Go ahead.
Just got this microphone wired back up. I'm on the RE20 and I don't hear any hum in it. That's what I wanted to find out. I had to do the test on the air. W5 OMR.
No, I don't hear any hum, and it, dang, it sounds way too much like you.
Disgustingly natural, huh?
Oh, well, something like that.
Alright, well, it's working again. That's all that matters. I appreciate it. W5 OMR.
Okay. All right, Jeff. We'll see you later. All right, folks, is there anyone else out there?
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Hey, it's Dan. There was a fella you said, I think you said he lives down there by you. He said he was driving a Ten-Tech 420. I just can't figure out ask him what that is.
Oh, that would be probably Ron, N5SM.
Yeah, it's the old Hercules, Ten-Tech, Hercules Mobile.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. N5SM.
See, you never know what you're going to hear on here, Dan.
No, I've only seen one of those in my life. And I forgot about it.
All right. Oh, me. Well, the band seems to be holding up pretty well, but we're getting close. So let me give Rusty another shot, and then, Rusty, you can give it back to Lynn, and we ought to be out of time by then. WK5R, you there?
Oh, I forgot to key the mic up over here. Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot of power. I'll give her a go anyway. KM52S, WK5R. Who else for the Boatanchors Unlimited? Come now.
AL7CD.
AL7CD. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I've been listening, keeping a log and listening and trying to keep track of all the rigs and the check-ins and the quantities and the numbers. And right now I have 31 check-ins so far. That includes net controls, of course. And I've got it by rig, so when this is over with, anybody wants to hear a rundown, I'll give it to them. Right now I'm running the old Hallicrafters twins, manufactured between 62 and about 65. And running into Heathkit SB220, up about 900 watts, something like that. Running to a dipole up about 25 feet via coax. And the microphone is a D104. And I just wanted to make a couple comments. One is I don't know how many SX101As that I have recapped. It's at least 4. And there is plenty of paper capacitors in an SX101A. I'm sure the earlier models had the same issue. It takes a lot of work and a lot of patience to recap an SX101A. In my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful receivers ever built. What I like is when you change bands, of course it's ham bands only, but when you change bands, the particular line on the slide rule dial lights up. Not every one. It's as you change bands, it flips around. It does have the product detector. Only thing, to me, it's a negative, but back then it was a positive, I guess. But the master oscillator filaments are on all the time. But when it's plugged in, that's on all the time because that made it more stable. And then they have this thing called a damp chaser. One of the Collins 75A4s I had before had that same thing. It's basically a heater, like a big resistor. It runs down the full length of the chassis and keeps temperature up. And, of course, you're wasting power, and that master oscillator tube, when it's on all the time, it lasts a long time, but it makes a big brown spot on the cabinet lid, especially on the inside. But that comes off. The HQ180A and 170A also had a separate filament transformer just for the master oscillator. They were trying to stabilize these things, so when you
burned all the other tubes on, they would kind of stay close to frequency and not drift so much. Anyway, just those comments and that GSB 100 from Gonset really sounds good tonight. Any rigs sound good, but that one sounds really good. Back to you there, KL7CD.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, the Hallicrafters sounds good. Hallicrafters to Hallicrafters. All right. One more call. Well, for Boatanchors Unlimited coming out. Anybody else left out there that wants to check in with the Boatanchors Unlimited coming out? Well, I think we run out, Lynn. You want to go around one more time and then I can close it? K5LYN, WK5R.
All right, Rusty. Yeah, I think it's time to wind it down. We've been going an hour here, and my Austin-generated line noise has come back, and I'm tired of listening to it. Let's see if there's anybody who wants to talk to me about anything before I wind it down on my end. That doesn't mean, of course, anybody has to leave. We can put it on automatic. Anybody need to talk to me about anything? K5LYN.
K5YMF.
Hey, Barry, how you doing?
Doing all right. Yeah, I checked in earlier, but I had a phone call there. Hey, what are the chances of hearing two cheap and easies on the air at the same time and two converted ones? Weren't the originals 20 meters?
Well, originally they would work. Originally they were designed to work on 80 and 20. But Mike, the guy that built mine, thought there were too many compromises there, so he just built it for one band. But, yeah, I said that a while ago that K5LBR, Ken, was on his that he built. So two of these on one net's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yep, I'm on my my fancy rig, the Swan 500C this evening, and going up some window wire to a dipole of about 35 feet. And I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, I do hear a little bit of band noise coming back. But anyways, been talking for a while there, Lynn. Let you have a break there, man. You guys have a good evening. K5YMF, back to that.
Oh, it sounds like $1 million. Sounds exactly like you. Yeah, and nice signal over here. All right, one last call. Anybody need to talk to me before we call it quits tonight? K5LYN.
KXW quit.
Go ahead, George.
Well, the atmospherics have come up since the beginning of the net. Interesting. And the whole Barry, WB5TXW back to net.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Jay and wind it down on my end, and we will see you all later. KM5QS, K5LYN, 73s and listening out.
K5LYN, KM5QS. Well, it's been a great net. I'm sure we've got over 30 check-ins. I'm looking forward to copying down Mike's statistics when we get done here. All you folks that have checked in, you know we appreciate y'all. That's why we do it every week. Also do it for the fun of making sure we can keep some of our old junk up and running. And we appreciate, boy do we appreciate how hard that is to do sometimes. So thank every one of you. And as a final deal, just pray to your deity of choice. Keep a kind thought. Treat your neighbors good. Don't breathe in anybody's face and they won't do the same thing to you. Use a little common sense and we will overcome. So, I'm not being political on this stuff. This is not a political thing. Neither party is responsible for the virus. And hopefully the people that are will get whatever justice they can. I don't know. The main thing is we will get through it. So, that being said, 73s from KM5QS in Alice, Texas. We'll see you next week. And Rusty, it's your turn.
Okay, KM5QS. I don't know why I got no power here, but I do. But anyway, we'll catch you later. Hang on just a second. Okay, that fixed my problem. All right. Is there anybody else left out there who wants to check in the Boatanchors Unlimited before I close it? There ain't none. I'd like to thank everybody that checked in because without y'all out there checking in, it we know what it takes to radio something running. Me and Jay and Lynn and Guy, whoever else, Jim when he's there, Nick and Troll wouldn't be able to do this without you. We'll see y'all next week. This is the K5R with the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Now closing the net and turning the frequency back to normal amateur use. WK5R.
Lynn, Jay, Rusty, we appreciate you guys being here and doing the Boat Anchor net for sure. Everybody stay safe. KB0UOZ.
Right back at you, Perry.